Hello, good evening. It's late here Sunday night, getting ready for the work week. Just wanted to stop in and say hello and hopefully have a phenomenal week, by the way. Tonight, before I end this wonderful evening, this wonderful weekend I had, want to share with you about controlling the controllables. It's very, very important to be able to do that. We're inundated with so much information these days, like I shared on earlier videos, but it's very possible to be caught up in a whole myriad of things and circumstances that are going on right now. So today's topic is control the controllables. So what can you control? Can you control the air? Well, air conditioning in your house obviously is just controlled by the thermostat. Can you control? Well, you control the temperature. You can control the temperature. That's if you have AC. If you don't have AC, then you may have some other methods of cooling off in the house. Um, can you control the weather? That would be a big fat no. We can't. We just have to accept it and deal with it. That's one of the many things that we can't control. We can't control the price of fuel at the gas station. We can't control things like whether you get a raise or not. We can't control that. We can't control people. We can't control places. We can't control circumstances. We can't control a whole lot of things, but we can control how we respond to things. I.e., if you have, let's say, a situation, even in your family, let's say you all are not getting along, or let's say you're trying to plan a trip and everybody can't decide to go. We want to go to Florida. We want to go to New York. We want to go to California. And so those are great choices to have, by the way. I've been to all those places, by the way. So I'm grateful to say that. But in the confines of making a decision, there has to be some accountability with that. And when you make a decision, that means you've decided that out of the three places in this example that we're going to go, let's say to California. So once you make that decision that you're going to travel to this place, then what has to happen? There has to be planning. How we going to get there? We're going to drive. We're going to take the bus, or we're going to take a train. Even probably wouldn't take a train, not to California, not me at least. But once you make a decision, then you have to plan out how are we going to get there. Then once we get there, there should be another plan on how we're going to spend our time in California in this example. So it is very apparent that if you're traveling by yourself, then you kind of can usually if you're traveling by yourself, you may be meeting someone there, may have family, friends there, whatever. But in this example, there's decisions to be made, and controlling those decisions, each decision has a result. I, excuse me, if you're traveling trying to be as cost effective as possible, you may consider the days of the week that you're traveling, how long you're going to stay, where you're going to stay, and all those things. Maybe it might be more feasible to stay on the outskirts of the city and all that. So, in this example again about controlling the controllables, all those things can be controlled, obviously, by proper planning and cooperation from whoever you're traveling with. However, if that's not the case, and you have not decided on which way you're going to go, how long you're going to go, where you're going to go, then you are in a situation where it can be very convoluted on making a plan or strategizing to make a plan on all of this. So life is pretty much the same way, because as this day ends, this Sunday evening, April 26th, I'm not sure what's going to happen tomorrow. I am not sure whether I'll be in one of those situations that I have to control the controllables, however that might look. But I am, I have to, in my case, I practice getting a good start to the day. By getting a good start to the day, it doesn't. It allows me to have some flexibility. It allows me to have some continuity. It allows me to have some congruency because I start my day pretty early in the morning. How I start is indicative of how I finish. Those things I can control by going to bed early. Probably should be going to bed a lot earlier, but that's just me because I have a desire and a commitment to want to uh, uh, serve other people. And the only way I can do that is to be an effective communicator on the what, the how, and the when, and who, and those things. So, in controlling the controllables, those are some very obvious things that anyone has control over. You know, what time you go to bed, what time you get up, what do you eat, what do you drink, those types of things. So, it's imperative that I stay on a track of being in the solution part because if I'm not able to control the controllables, what I'm trying to control will actually be controlling me. And that's not a very good situation. So, again, in controlling the controllables, it allows me to, deal with adversity a little bit better because, you can't plan for everything. But if you're in a good place and you're able to adjust yourself, then it won't you won't get overwhelmed by when things have to adjust. So controlling the controllable starts with the individual. I'll say it like that. Starts and ends with the individual because we are all we all have to adapt. We all have to have some flexibility. We all have to have a plan. We should have a plan. I remember one time when I was much younger, my sister-in-law at that time said, "Oh, I don't like to make plans. I just." But then again, we went. She was in her 20s, and I was probably a little bit older. But she says, "Oh, I don't like to make plans. I just take the day as it is." And I thought to myself, I said, "Wow, that must be cool. Just get up when you want to get up and go where you want to go, and doesn't make a difference what time I come back because I don't have a plan and I don't make plans. I just live life as it comes." That's not for me. That would not be a good plan because I've gotten used to some continuity with life. I've gotten used to, you know, having my lights on and stuff like that, and being able to drive my car and those types of things. So I practice having plans. I can't, even with plans, I can't always control the outcome. But if I control the input of that plan, I'll be in better position to have some flexibility in that plan. So controlling controllables gives me a perspective on, uh, the flow of life that I'm in, the flow of life that you're in too. Because if you're in a flow of continuity and congruency, that means you have the ability to be able to, have some flexibility with things. So in controlling the controllables, it feels pretty good. Another example of controlling the controllables is how do you respond to stress? How do you respond to adversity? Because we all going to have it in one form or another. So how I respond to these things will help me to build character, and as I go along, it will help me to be able to not so much control the results, but be in vibrational alignment with the results. Controlling the controllables means like, as I continue to mature as a coach and as a husband and being in this world, I can lead by example. I am a pretty easygoing person, and doing the life coaching and personal development and reading books and continue trying to be in a better version of myself. It allows me to be in a posture of humility in most cases because we're in a world that no one lives alone, no one lives in a bubble. We all know that. No matter what you say, I don't need anybody, I don't need this, I don't need that. Everybody needs something, and everybody needs somebody to help them do what they do, no matter what it is. It could be as simple as coming to do lawn care on your property. It could be as simple as someone, with all the social media apps and everything, delivering food to your house if you don't want to cook. We have a lot of freedoms in this society, but those are the freedoms. If you can afford them, they're really nice. But if you can't, then you have to do the next right thing. So controlling the controllables makes my life as simple as uh, simple as I would like for it to be. To be honest, so if you have the ability to control the controllables, that means that not that your life is perfect. It just means that I have the ability to keep my life, pretty stable. Not perfect, but stable, because none of us are perfect. We all fall short. So, helping to control controllables can be as easy as, or as simple as, writing things out. I'm a big fan of personal development. Writing things down does help me a lot. We have a calendar in the house, so we don't get any surprises. Because I used to think up here I could keep it up here, end up wrong day, wrong time, wrong place. So those are not very good controllables when you're in your head and you think and you think you're in control of it, and how quickly things escape from out of your cognitive abilities. So, as a friend of mine said many, many years ago, he says, a short pencil is better than a long memory any day. And I totally agree with that statement. So that's another way I can control the controllables. Write it down so you can see it, because if you see it, you can lock it in, by seeing it. It's a lot. And I find it way less stressful than trying to, because I know some of us use our phones, all these devices. I haven't found one. I used to, my older phones for some reason would send me messages and stuff, but I do get messages from my current phone, from either my work phone or my business phone. But I have to go look on my calendar. I think that's the hiccup in my process is I have to go and physically look for it. It's a lot easier if it come and knock on my door. Hey, today we have to go 5 o'clock after work to pick up your prescription from the doctor or something like that. So being able to control the controllables just makes your life a lot easier. It doesn't make it perfect. It just makes it more manageable, and that's it. That's the bottom line. So if you've found some ways to help make your life make the controllables more controllable, please share them with me. I so thank you for being here today. Be blessed by the best, and you're awesome because you can be. Bye for now.